Just want to give everybody one more update today. We're also training some new guardian dog puppies. So this is on our home farm, but we also have, we have 3 here, puppies, and then we have 3 puppies at the rental farm. They're all out of the same litter. They have Great Pyrenees and Commodore is their main breeds. They might have a little bit of other guardian dog breeds in there too, but those are the 2 main ones. And this is just an old chicken tractor. It's getting repurposed as a puppy tractor now. So we have the sheep out here. Can't really see them, they're way down there on the other end of that field. But I kind of put these puppies where we know we're going to get a lot of sheep activity. So we got the dog feeder, the mineral feeder, and then I went ahead and put everything next to the water tank. So the sheep are in here a lot. They're not right here right now, but they are over in this area a lot. So I do that so they'll be rubbing all over this little pen and getting their scent everywhere, and these puppies will be familiar with them, and the sheep will be familiar with the puppies. And also we have 3 big dogs in here, and there's their feeder. So I want it close, so then they are used to these puppies as well. So if they can get, the more exposure they can get, the better, before we turn them out of this little pen. Now it looks small, but we do move it every other day. So we have plenty of water and plenty of feed in there. But it's not really much, but it's something to keep the puppies from running off while we're training them. Which our training process basically is to leave them out here until we think they're going to stay around, and then we let the older dogs pretty well train them. We don't really teach them too much. We just teach them to stay with the flock. So that's what we're doing right now, and they'll probably be in here for maybe 10 days. Like I said, we move this shelter every other day. We move the whole sheep flock every other day anyways. So then we just kind of pull these along and park them. I'll just park them next to the water tank again and do kind of the similar setup. Put the mineral feeder next to it, put the dog feeder right around it, just so we have one central location where all the action is. And these puppies are introduced to everything. I can see how the dogs, the big dogs, get in. Oop, now we have an escapee. Come here, buddy. You're all right. You're all right. So they're not gonna go too far. But he's actually really, this is a friendly little puppy. I'm kind of trying to get him a little bit more where we can pet him easier. Some of our older dogs are really hard to catch. So like this puppy, obviously he's staying right around. Honestly, I could probably let him out, but I'm not going to. I'll just let him out and run around. So that's another thing we do. So I'll leave him like this for a couple days, which they've been in here for 2 days now. So I need to move it. But probably tomorrow we'll turn them out and let them run around in the new pen, and just kind of, while we're standing here, let them introduce themselves to the big dogs and make sure nothing bad happens, because you never know when you got 3 big dogs in here and you put 3 little puppies with them. Some of them don't like it, so some of those big dogs are pretty protective, especially if they try to chase a sheep or something. They could get roughed up. So we'll stay here with them while we turn them out, let them explore for a little bit, and then we'll put them back in this pen when we're going to be gone, so nothing bad happens to them. So we'll do that for a couple days, and then like I said, maybe after they've been out in this field for maybe 10 days, we'll just turn them loose and watch them for a while. As long as nothing bad happens, we'll just leave them out. So kind of check on them maybe 3 or 4 times during the day, make sure nothing's, we only have 1 single strand of electric that holds these sheep in. So obviously those puppies could easily go under that, but they should be bonded onto the sheep, so they shouldn't even try to get out. This is how we've always done it, so it seems to be working really well. The only thing, these are probably 11 or 12 weeks old, so we kept these at the house for 3 weeks. right after we bought them. We bought them as 8-week-old pups. So we kept them at home for a few weeks and let the kids play with them. Kind of like the opposite of what a lot of people say to do. But the only reason we did that is because we cannot catch some of our bigger dogs. So it's kind of a pain when you want to take them to the vet, or when you have to get them fixed, or any kind of vet treatment, you got to catch them. Or if you just want to move them like a long distance, you want to catch them. We cannot catch probably, I guess, 2 or 3 of our big dogs. So we're trying to prevent that on these. And obviously this one here's way more, he's right on my boot, so I don't think we'll have any trouble catching him. But so I think we've got that part down. At least they're more likely to come around us. But we also don't want them so friendly where they're just going to follow us around all the time. So it's kind of a fine line there between being too skittish where we can't catch the dog, or being too friendly and wanting to follow us home. So we're trying to balance both things. But we do pet them when we come out here, but just like, you know, a couple little pets. So here's Sam. Here's our best dog. So we did kind of this. He was our first pup that we ever got and trained kind of the same way, I guess. He was at the house for a few weeks because we didn't really sure what to do with him. That was before we could, like I said, he was the first one we ever trained. So he's way more friendly and way more likely to come up to us than some of our other litters that we've trained. Now, all of our dogs actually have turned out really well as far as guardian dogs. They all stay in with the sheep. Haven't had any problems with them following us home. But Sam actually comes up to us when he sees us, so that's kind of nice. So that's what we're going to try to do with these dogs. And I think that part's probably going to work, keeping them around our house a little bit longer. So that's the plan here. We'll see what Sam does with this little pup. He is the alpha dog, so if he doesn't bother the pups, I could probably almost turn them loose. But they've only been out here a couple days, so probably should just leave them. Carry on with our normal training procedure. But just one more job to do every day is to come out and feed these puppies, water the puppies, make sure everything's going good. We have all 3 females in this group, and then on a rental property we have 2 males and a female. So like I said, they're all the same litter, and we're doing the same training protocol, and we'll kind of keep you posted and see how this litter turns out. But so far so good. They're really good sized dogs. They're probably going to be well over 100 pounds whenever they're full grown. So Sam is one of our bigger dogs now, but he's not a full brother to any of these. He's actually not related at all to any of these new puppies. So that's why we put the females here. The Sam is still intact. So he's our best dog. So we're hoping at least one of these 3 turns out to be a really great female guardian dog, and then we can use her as a breeder, so and have our own puppies. But that's pretty well all I wanted to show you. Just how we train these little puppies to come up to be big guardian dogs that stay with the sheep, don't follow us home, but also come up to us and let us catch them if we absolutely have to. Thanks.